And back we go.
Back into chaos.
Okay.
Once you have tasted chaos, you are cursed to forever seek out its taste.
How many copies of Sift are even in here? Like,
Okay, I think one actually. I think only one set has actual Sift.
is it like one of the whiteboarded sets? Like,
Yeah. No, I think it's they were still whiteboarded in 10th edition, right? Or were
yeah.
they?
No, 10th edition was black bordered
Right.
because it was special.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the first.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Milieu. As long as it is something that you enjoy, that's good then.
Let's see. Okay, 10th edition M19
Oh my god, M19.
and Masters 25 if that's in the list.
All right, so
There's 3 sifts.
so to
Is that right?
that's not a lot of sifting.
Hmm. Well, if you draw 3 of them, you have to discard one of them. That's how it goes.
Yep, that's 100% how it goes. So yeah, I'm not going to list off the sets that are in this one the second time around. There are a lot of varied sets. The way this Chaos Draft works is we are going to be given 3 random packs out of a very, very large subset. Every player at the draft is also going to be given 3 random packs out of that large subset. And then we are going to be thrown into the deep end of the pool to play against Island to Go, or,
Oh shit.
something like that.
That's a lot of undefeated trophies.
What single set from Block would you not want? Gatecrash was apparently dead. Gatecrash was not dire compared to what a dire set looks like. If you want a dire set, Betrayers or Saviors of Kamigawa, Prophecy are probably the 3 biggest dire sets.
I mean, honestly, I've been underwhelmed by many of the core set cards that have passed us by.
That's a weird one. At least, like, I'm
I go back to like 8th edition. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, and like in there, the only thing we got was like, yeah, dire as in terrible as I believe what the question was, but I don't believe Gatecrash was a dire set for drafting.
Oh man, Homelands would be a dire set because those packs were smaller. Not only were the cards crap, but the packs were actually not a full booster.
The word with Homelands was that you could probably just shave 1 off of the mana cost of every card in the set, and you really would only end up with like maybe 2 broken things. Merchant Scroll for blue sounds a little too good. But like,
yeah,
a lot of the other cards you could just shave.
And, like they had a bunch of like janky legends, like Irene of Sengir. It's like okay, yeah.
Yep, Autumn. What's the Autumn one? The 4/4 that can like hexproof for 6.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mother of Autumn or daughter of Autumn. I think it was Daughter of Autumn.
Yeah. I don't. What's with this like?
Really remember.
What's with people saying Gatecrash was a bad set? I don't. That's. When did this revisionism come? Like.
Well, that's a known liar saying it. I don't think.
Yeah, no, but there's multiple people who have said that in the chat here. That is not a singular person who has said that. So.
Okay, fine. I'll go look at every card in Gatecrash. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean that was the set I remember drafting. The earliest videos you can find on my YouTube channel are Gatecrash drafts. How about? I'd say Dragons wasn't my favorite set, but it's still like a powerful enough draft set that you're not going to feel bad about it. One of the reputations.
Gatecrash had Evolve. What are you guys talking about?
I think one of the like things that Gatecrash is remembered for is having a slightly too aggressive limited format comparatively on its triple, but like I don't think it felt that way because like in as far as the years go, you're coming off of things like travel prep style decks. You're coming off of Zendikar a couple years before. We're gonna start with
sweet.
Holy shit.
Not only is this an amazing card, it's also Drew Tucker art.
Yeah. So check out this again. Like Eventide is
Creatures, black creatures.
yeah.
Tap,
So
destroy target. Oh my god.
so white black creatures get +2/+2. Whenever we play a white spell, we can tap things. Whenever we play a black spell, we may cast Assassinate. So Unmake is also one I'd love. I actually would be fine with Griffin on the rebound. Wow. Oh, what a... Okay, this is...
Bow Elder, yikes.
This is one of the first times in 6 months plus that I have seen a card below the cut that I was like, wait a minute. Like,
right?
Hell,
even Twin Blade Slasher is a monster of a card.
Yes, this is a Wither card. Wither is, it does... Now, the thing is, I don't necessarily need to go black-white. Obviously, the card is fine if I'm going black-white, but I could go black X or white X and still be okay with this card. However, it is definitely pushing me in a direction. Huh. We also have the
Maw of the Obzadot. Oh man.
Oh, you meant Dragon's Maze. Dragon's Maze was a less popular set. If that's the one you were talking about, and that's what we actually have here is Dragon's Maze. One of the main issues with the set was just how many cycles of cards it had to fit. It didn't really have room to be its own set. I think I'm just gonna pick Debt to the Deathless. Right? Like,
just the biggest of lava axes.
Yeah. We could probably find like blood pets or something like that.
I mean, I guess the Maw and the Deathbringer Liege both fit into the same archetype, which is black white tokens. So that's the only reason I kind of favor Maw. Also, I'm not super into huge sorceries that don't affect the board. I know, I realize that it can win the game, and it probably will. It's just, it's a different style of card. Oh, poor Throttle. Used to be so cool. Whoa. Is that good? It's a black and white card.
Yeah, it's a black and white card. That's why I'm looking at it here. It's a black and white card. It is a... But the problem is Mardu Charm is mostly just 4 damage to a creature. Wow, there's strong green in this pack. Just pointing that out. Pine Walker is one of the best...
Man,
I
miss drafting 4 copies of Ponyback Brigade. Man, maybe Khans of Tarkir was actually my favorite draft. It wasn't.
Khans was one we played a ton of.
We played a lot of it, and it was my favorite one to draft online. I really think Mardu Charm is enough of an upside over, like, even if we don't end up playing red, like, I don't think we're missing all that much from this pack. I want to be black-white.
Okay. Speaking of raid...
Goodness.
Good Explore card. Like an okay Explore card.
Encampment Keeper.
Dog.
You can have dog.
And then Spell Pierce. I think I'm okay with Interloper. Like,
yeah, like either it draws a land or is a 3/3 menace.
Yeah, with Scry.
That's kind of good. Wow.
I'll just take
what
this.
A powerful set of packs, actually.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of very strong sets coming around.
Like, two different Ravnica sets, both of which had Orzhov, and then also Eventide. Like,
the
whoa.
Cool thing on this pack is that there's a lot of strong cards going. The Ledgewalker and the Starfletcher. Starfletcher's very good. Hypervolt Grasp is pretty decent. Pyromantics is pretty decent. Like, there's a lot in there to be happy about. And then we're back to here. I'm just reading this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what a contrast indeed.
Grimclaw.
I think I'm okay with this card, actually, the more I think about it. Like the other card we could go with if we wanted to go like super in on the debt is the eye, but I don't really want to be including eye too terribly much. I think this is a strong card here, mostly because it's a flyer that is very hard to actually fight with another flyer. Oh hey, speaking of gate crash, Beckon Apparition, known card from both Eventide and
Yeah, seriously. I mean, considering what we are, I think I'm actually fine with Beckon Apparition.
yeah, like the other card to think about would be the Commando Dogs here, but
Nah. Think of it this way: it murders something and makes a 2/2, and we have Deathbringer Leech.
indeed,
Just go super hard on the synergy, and don't think too much about things. Yeah, it's perfect. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and N.
Yeah, so the main problem with Beckon Apparition, and this does come up like percentage of the time you play with the card, it can be uncastable.
Yeah, I mean, turn 1, no cards in grave, and so on. Ghastly Remains? Amplify 1?
That's a 0/0 for black. Oh my god, look at... So, Legions was a set with a gimmick. The gimmick, in addition to being, wow, look at all these awful goddamn cards, like Fugitive Wizard. Look at this pack, oh my god! But in addition to, like, its gimmick, you'll notice every card in here is a creature.
Okay.
And that was the gimmick of the set. I'm just gonna grab Wall of Hope.
Okay, that's probably the best that we could do.
Twin Blade on the wheel, Kithkin Zealot.
That's a little surprising. The other card, like Unmake, was never coming back around. Obviously.
No, I was hoping Ballynock might, but there's no way. Wall of Hope does suck. Every card in that pack sucked. I wasn't playing any of them.
Target player.
Maybe I just pick up Kithkin Zealot.
I think it's all right. Like a 1/3 stuffs a whole lot of creatures. Like the advent of the 2-cost 1/3 was really a more recent thing. And besides, if we block a bunch, we get to the later part of the game where Deathbringer Legion and so on takes over.
I don't feel bad about including this. Yeah, the problem with Amplify, I didn't read out that 3 mana 0/0. Amplify 1 is reveal cards of its creature type from your hand, and that creature enters play with X counters, where X is the number you revealed times the Amplify number. Wow, where are the wilds still hanging out here? So you have to have a bunch of zombies in your hand.
Oh man, there it is. The zombie synergy across sets.
I don't keep this open a lot, but we do have. Hey, here's
Restless Bones.
I always liked this one. It generally worked pretty well. Ooh, gained 6 life for 2.
At an instant.
All right.
And
so
you can't target.
We have a couple powerful cards, but like we need kind of a structure for that to fit into. I'd like to see some sort of token generation, raise the alarm style to go with our liege.
Hey, Putrid Warrior is a black-white creature. Unless you want to play Desolation Giant.
That's the question I have here. This is a black-white creature, and it's a fairly decent one. Manacles of Decay are also like a pretty good removal spell. Problem is that this is Wrath of God. Like, I don't know if it's worth sidestepping that hard on a Wrath of God, but that is a Wrath of God. End of the day, it's 6 mana, destroy all creatures on a 3/3 body. Is it too late to go in on that? I don't know if, like, obviously we have Mardu Charm, so there is.
Yeah, it does make Mardu Charm more of a hard include in the deck.
Yeah. It's a one-sided Wrath, yes, if you don't kick it. If you don't kick it, it's destroy all other creatures you control, which, don't do that. If it was kicked, destroy all other creatures instead. I think let's see if I think this is
Okay.
because Putrid
Yeah,
Warriors.
we're missing out on a grizzly bear.
Right.
If it comes down to that. That's not too big a deal.
I'm sorry, what the
Whoa.
foil,
That's
not foiler.
okay.
Cloud Key. Kavu Primarch, one of the better
Whoa.
huge creatures in the format. Big old.
The old cycling flashback.
Yep. Kind of Cyclops. Maybe we just pick up a blade? Like, this is like an aggressive creature. Got the green in here is pretty real, but we're not playing 4-color, and Ember Augur is not worth sidestepping into. Wow, that's really good. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's most of the things that we can cast in here are actually fine.
Yeah.
Like, Putrid Cyclops is fine.
Yeah.
Deep Cavern Imp is fine.
Oh, here we are in, oh my goodness.
Yo,
talk about the spell for token. Okay, so we have a...
but are we the token stack?
I think we try to believe we are.
Yeah.
So the other cards in here, we have Giant Ambush Beetle, which is a name you have to kind of say aloud every time you play the spell. It kind of has a weird fight. I think Zealous Persecution's worth it because we have enough of these weird 1-toughness creatures on both sides, right? Like,
we did learn that in our last time around.
Yeah, both sides had a lot of just garbage creatures hanging out everywhere. Oh my, all right.
Oh man, energy.
Energy. In good news, this is one of the cards that you would play regardless of the energy in your deck, because holy heck, this thing attacks is 4. Not really impressed by a lot of this.
Yeah, this is pretty poor.
Not even in the red, I think I'm gonna pick the Chief as a speculative thing, because I really don't care about Ambitions.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we get a bunch of artifact tokens and it means something. I don't know. Merciless Eternal.
That's pretty real.
It's a mighty thread. Like, you can't just block that.
Right, and even if you do, you take the
Yeah, you lose life. Heck.
Okay. The thing is, I kind of want to lean black, obviously, for the better of the two.
Mm-hmm. Like, creatures tend to become tapped on their own.
Yeah. Oh, tie. We're in So, okay, how about 4 mana, 7 life?
Why do they keep printing the spell? What is Moonlight Geist? Prevent all combat damage. That would be dealt to and by. Barf.
That's still a 2-power flyer at the end of
How
the
much do you like Bloodflow Connoisseur? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it is free to sacrifice makes it kind of a nightmare to fight.
Right.
Apart from so there's that. There's Thraben Valiant, and there's Moonlight Geist.
Let's grab that and try to get the token thing to damn work. Oh my goodness. Also, our colors are just gone here. That should improve in pack 3, obviously, but...
between the Dynamo and Mindstone?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to go huge.
Yeah, that's fine. Makes enough sense. Like, Debt to the Deathless likes that. Well, he's a better Blade of the Sixth Pride.
Blade of the Sixth Pride.
Cool.
I'm noticing that our colors are just gone. That, again, pack 3 will be passing the other direction, so that'll improve. So...
Yeah, I guess having to pass unmake will kind of do that.
Yeah, like...
Sort of make another white-black drafter. Wait, what does Zombie Boa do?
Just color. It's a snid that's super.
Kind of hard to block, I guess. Oh, anytime you could activate a sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's gross.
None of these are really good.
Fine. Like a thing we're not playing. That's fine.
Ooh.
What does the Putrid Cyclops do? Why does he get to be a 3-cost 3/3?
So his drawback is scry 1, then reveal the top card
Oh,
of your
he
deck.
gets minus X,
He
minus
gets
X.
minus X, minus X, so he just dies if you reveal a 3 or higher. I like this as a way for one, this thing like is a really good like team pump. I don't really care about any of these. But like Marshalling Cry is a nice spell because it can cycle early in flashback. It can double cast if you need to like just go straight to town.
Cast it, flashback it.
So we might not be on the Desolation Giant and the Mardu Charm, but I don't feel too bad about it because like we're not hard up for.
I forget what we passed up for the Mardu Charm. Like nothing.
The Mardu
Charm. Passed up nothing for the Mardu Charm because there were a bunch of like teamer morphs and.
Yeah, I think Salt Road Patrol was the.
There was a Throttle.
Oh yeah, Throttle. Okay.
We could have had Throttle instead of Mardu Charm. I'm not heartbroken.
Okay, back 3.
As for Desolation Giant, we could have had a.
Welcome to Lorwyn, everybody.
Yeah.
Balloonist?
Target creature gains fear until end of turn. This is. Oh, that's just fine.
Yeah, that's like this is
yeah. Whew.
Like this is we see this is the like Pegasus, the rock, the like that can pick up I don't know, some just whatever.
So how is that? Is Harpoon Sniper good enough if it just deals 1 damage?
Which is what it would be. There's almost no other sets with White Merfolk. I think I'd rather just have
it would probably the
evasion.
Let's get the Balloonist. Yeah, someone gets happy that they have Spell Stutter Sprite, I guess. Oh no, good cards.
Wow. Mentor. She isn't as great because it's like 3/1/3/1.
all of our team. Yeah, like the best mentor target is actually Healer's Hawk.
Yep.
That's right here. Hunted Witness is a tokens card.
Tokens card. That is definitely a tokens card.
I feel bad passing up Crawl Swarm for that, considering
how, I
mean, it's a big old clock in the air.
The other thing is, like, Unicorn could also be like that as
That's true. Wow, this is hard.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of different picks that I'm fine with in the deck.
How about Unicorn? What if we solidify that as our plan? We want to be tokens. We want to go wide.
Sure, and we can pick up. Oh, hey, Tragic Slip. All right.
Not bad.
Mistral Charger. That was a good 2.
Straight up.
This does not look like art from. like, obviously, we're not in one set here. This art
kind of Jank-ass Masters thing.
Right. I just want you to appreciate how far back that art looks. Yeah, Rally, if we want to go like hyper big on the. Tragic Slip is real good though. God damn.
That's probably harder to replace than Mistral Charger is, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Draft all the Averaxes. Wirewood Symbiote, Nona.
Ooh. The elf combo.
Damn, we get Zendikar and we don't get any of the good aggressive black or white 2s in here. Diabolist is like a 5-mana 3/2 that means your opponent loses 1 life. None of these are any good. Yeah, this is just an empty pack. Crossroads?
Grab a fancy land.
Yeah.
Hey, we have the Basilica. We could even reuse it.
Sure.
Gain 4 life. Hey. How
Just-
about that? That's
Yeah, like there's nothing in here. Even if we're splashing red, these aren't the cards we play on the splash. So
yeah, that's a pretty big
okay.
move.
This is a lot better here. We got Sandblast. Gain 4 life, bolster 2.
Sibzig Host.
We got our good old Scout. Real love this one.
Surf and Goblin.
If that was Shortcutter, that would be a very different question, but sadly it's not Shortcutter.
Yeah, Surf and Goblin's good. Sandblast seems pretty logical to pick. Doom Traveler, and on the token theme. Vampire Interloper is also the replacement that I was talking about for the like
Funnily enough.
2-cost 2/1 flyer. Even Gallows Warden would be like fine.
Yeah.
Abstract.
I'm gonna grab us a Doom Traveler.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Oh my god. They'll never expect the counterspell.
Anybody expects this card. Ooh.
Oh, poor Bloodhole Ooze. I kind of love that thing.
Yeah. I actually really liked Wretched Banquet back in the day. I played it as just 1 black destroy target creature in like control decks. You know, you didn't play any creatures, so you know it was always on.
Give no ground. You know what? That's technically tokens.
Yeah. I mean, we have a liege. Like, flying tokens is flying
They're
tokens are
They're even
2/2s.
spirit tokens, so if we had picked that 5-cost Spirit Warden, they would have +0/+1. See, that can backfire, so that kind of sucks.
Just gonna grab Pepper Smoke and call it a sideboard card.
Yeah. I mean, again, a lot of 1 toughness things kicking around. Both Blade Instructor and Skyline Scout kind of... Wow, Crawl Swarm too?
Yeah.
I kind of like that one. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, maybe we should pick that up so we have a long game play. Let's imagine we had if only we had a Glorious Anthem, we'd be all right. We did have one in our last draft. That was pretty rad.
Soul Catcher is probably fine. Like, again, that counts all of our flying tokens too. Why am I not surprised to see like this stuff from this pack?
Sure. This card is actually a lot better than it looks because bolsters like a combat trick is pretty good. Yeah, we had our previous draft. We first picked the Anthem, and that was pretty rad. Vicious Rumors does everything and nothing at the same time. That card does so very... Okay, so no on the Desolation Giant. No on the Mardu Charm. And we just kind of go to town with what we got. I know a lot of cards I want to remove. We don't want Wall of Hope. We don't really want Chief of the Foundry.
I not even want Thran Dynamo at the end of the day.
Yeah, all it really does is get us up to, like, Maze Sentinel and...
Right.
Such a little quicker. It wouldn't be the worst to include it, because that's... I guess let's see what we're looking at, like, card count, because I get the feeling we have a decent number of cards I just don't want to be including. Bolster is +1/+1 counters on the lowest toughness creature. So, like, if we attacked with, like, Grimclaw Bats, and then we bolster, and then...
We actually have a decent amount of flying.
Yeah, which makes our...
The Balloonist gives more flying.
Soul Catcher, Desolation Giant, and Mardu out. Chief of the Foundry out because there's nothing for that to work on. God, that's a 3-mana 1/1.
It is, but it also turns off every pacifism in the world.
Right. Okay.
There's a lot of them.
This is probably
Zombie Bow is bad. Let's get rid of that nonsense.
probably Shambling Attendants too, if we're being.
Yeah, I don't like, even if we get the like dream of delving it for like cheap, then it's a 3/5.
Yep.
And yeah.
Maze Sentinel actually looks really poor.
Remind me what Maze Sentinel is. Oh, multicolored creatures you control have vigilance.
Our
Deathbringer Liege, Beckon Apparition token.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the list.
Shit. I thought there might be like an afterlife snuck in there somewhere, but no. We didn't see anything from Allegiance.
Yep.
So we actually only have one cut.
Yeah, we're down to one cut now. And it's like, is it Dynamo? Is it some of our worst? Okay, let me actually do
What
this.
is Lurching Rot Beast?
That is a 4/2 with Cycling 1, and that's it. This is probably.
I see.
I like Sixth Pride more than I like Lurching Rot Beast. Like,
yeah, like Sixth Pride can occasionally escape with games.
Dynamo only powers the debt. That's all it does.
Yeah.
That's my joke basically, is including that in the deck.
No, I kind of like Spectral Reserve.
Spectral Reserves is real. Because like again, we have flyer interaction with Soul Catcher. We have ways for us to want to have a board. So and Marshalling Cry. So yeah.
Or main decking the Lapse of Certainty.
Maybe Restless Bones.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's real expensive.
Yeah, it tends to gum things up. So if we get into those games where you just need to slow things down.
Yeah.
And we can bring it in easily against opponents who have swamps.
Yes.
Be like, okay, look, our biggest thing is unblockable now.
Right.
Even though our biggest thing is going to be like
3
I
or
don't
4.
know. Yeah, like a 4.
Oh yeah, no. Spectral Reserves is just White Spirit tokens. Okay.
As is Doomed Traveler.
I feel like this is gonna do us some real. We have a lot of. So we did actually end up with a lot of pump for our team.
Yeah.
It's just that our team is
do
not.
Sort of have a game plan.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, we can secretly gain extra life thanks to Orzhov Basilica picking up our Kabira Crossroads.
Yep.
Take that.
And
Pays back for flushing life into Grimclaw Bats.
I have the 1/2 punch of Thran Dynamo plus debt to just be like, Hadouken!
Oh, 2 times X life.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
That's double X.
Oh, okay.
That's why I want to include the.
I'm like, oh man, it's so expensive. Yeah.
No, because
All right.
1X would be Black X. It was called Exsanguinate from Scars of Mirrodin. I think.
Yeah.
It was like Black X.
Something like that.
Drain X. So. Alright. Deathbringer Liege is still quite real. Oh.
Just like as janky as this looks, just remember some of the decks that we came up against.
It's true.
The average card quality is pretty dang low.
Yeah.
Synergy is hard to find, and we found some.
I like that we have some real removal. We have Sandblast and Tragic Slip as like pretty reasonable things. And Tragic Slip is pretty easy for us to just like, I don't know, Blood 4 Connoisseur, sacks Doom Traveler and it's on, or just combat happens. Life loss isn't too bad for Grimclaw Bats because we do have a couple ways of gaining that back. Alright. In we go.
Into a match.
The Black Knight.
Shit. They're gonna destroy our taunt creatures.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't include any. Crossroads Plains Dynamo. Like, weirdly, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's like a swamp away from me liking it fully. Like,
Mhm.
because like we draw a swamp, then like either I can cycle the lurching rot beast or we can play it. Like, this is
Okay, like maybe the better question to ask is what's the upside of keeping this hand? Like Thran Dynamo isn't like
yeah.
speeding into anything.
Let's go ahead and see. Okay, that's
Like when you're trying to tell me the future there, and like our future is maybe we draw a swamp and can cycle a card.
yeah, right. That
That sounds
hand
pretty
didn't
bad.
really. Yes, the Black Knight, born in the year 2000. Okay, well, we get to gain some life.
All right, cool. Check me out. Gained it.
Mm,
And we can like cycle something and then have an onboard trick.
Yep.
Or even forget about that onboard trick and beckon apparition to turn it into a creature.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go that far.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, just explore or something. Ooh.
Hexproof. Ugh.
Good news, it's a 1/1, as a lot of things are, so like that's something we can literally just beckon apparition and kill in combat. I think I'm okay cycling the martial cry. Ooh.
Teamer, huh? Hmm. I mean, they don't have to be boggles. Solana Ledgewalker is a fine creature just on
Yeah.
itself.
Yep.
Okay. No more lands. That's quite all right.
We're good. Did they miss a land drop then? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I'm not sacking my martial cry to just kill that.
It would be this turn. No, they have not missed a land drop.
Okay.
Okay. We seem to be in the same boat.
Okay.
I have a balloon. We can actually block your guy.
Yeah, you can block your guy now, so
We can float up on our balloon up to the ledge that they are on, and then block them. Oh dear,
Necrotol, huh?
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, this one rules. Alara Reborn was a very powerful set for limited. Okay.
So we can like flashback our marshalling cry to trade with a 3/4. Ugh.
Yeah. 4 on the flashback, so.
Oh, okay.
And,
glad that
and sorcery speed.
Attempt. Oh, whoops.
I'm going to kill their Ledgewalker, though.
Sounds fine to me. And that Minotaur ruins a whole lot of our deck.
Yeah. And they're paying costs, so what do we got here? Some sort of giant growth effect. Wild size would be worst case. Wild size was in the same set of this as it was +2/+2 trample and draw a card for 3. It was the trick you never wanted to see. Oh. They just didn't. Interesting.
That's fine. That means they wanted to cast their creature.
Yeah.
Which was a big old ape. Oh, interesting.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Anthony Cornstrom. I guess we get some tokens.
Pull out the reserves.
All right, the reserves are here. We got the. So they didn't want to. They wanted to trade there because they just want to play Hooting Mandrills.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to hoot. Oh no, puppy.
Hoot and holler.
Yeah, my dog's hollering too.
Okay.
Hashep Oasis. Okay. That's like onboard pump, right?
Yeah, sorcery speed though.
Oh, whew.
I could take out Hooting Mandrills. I could... Actually, no, it's not. Okay.
More hexproof.
They got a lot of that going on.
Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't know that game gave vigilance. That's neat.
Yeah, that's the reason I think the card is... Oh my god.
You're kidding.
Alright. So...
Well, good to get that trick out of him. Think about it for later.
How am I winning this? 16...
No, I think we're winning the match. That's what I'm thinking about.
We got a 4. Okay, more damage on them. Jugan, the Rising Star. Nice. I'm glad we learned that.
All right. Yeah.
That's real hard.
Tribute.
Yep.
Oh boy. I see.
All right, let's push it their way and see if they want to show us a final card. Jugan was part of a cycle of dragons. Was very powerful in limited because it's a flyer in green and it doesn't die when it is killed.
The power just sort of stays around. Their cards were big.
Yeah.
They had big guys.
One of that Restless Bones.
He'd be a good chump.
Yeah, I'm not
I
even...
didn't see any black out of him, which is kind of the pain.
Right. I didn't even feel too bad about Shambling Attendants.
I would turn off a lot of attacks from them.
Yeah. And... Okay. Sure. It's a wee bit slow, but it has a lot of, Basilica is a real good card. Oh, hey, bats.
And since we're on the play, we don't have to discard a card to that.
Yep.
Which is always the silly part. Ugh. Do you just want to tragic slip that right away?
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the swamp draw. That lets me keep laps up. Yeah, let's just get this off the table.
Like, basically anything at all is going to continue to evolve that damn thing.
No.
We'll have to do it next turn.
See, I want them to waste their 5 doing something like that.
In the meantime, we get to play Curl Swarm. And establish a real clock.
Yeah, maybe next turn Marshalling Cry plus like some bat activations. Sweet. So that actually did fully affect them. Like, they probably are going to grab a red off of this and... Okay.
And suddenly things are pretty grim.
Yeah, that's 10 in the air. Even if they have their Deadshot Cyclops, it's very hard for them to be able to do anything here. Like, they're on a 2-turn clock from Grimclaw Bats, no matter what. Well, either of these. So yeah, clearly...
yeah, no blocks, if you can believe it.
Yeah, clearly, no. Chugan would be a pretty powerful...
Chugan would be kind of a problem.
Okay. I don't know if I would actually want a flashback Marshalling Cry here. I still have a lethal threat even without it.
Okay. Well, let's do it without then.
Yeah.
Like, Spidery Grasp is probably the nastiest card they could have.
Yeah.
Considering we're drawing a bunch of air. Okay, so lethal.
All right, so lethal.
Woo! Man, Grimclaw Bats is kind of good.
This is a Chaos draft. This is, like, if you take a look at the sets that our deck contains, it is all of them. So, you know, Eventide, Cons, Rav, Other Rav, Lorwyn, Eldritch Moon, Future Sight. No, wait, is this Future Sight or is this?
That's Future Sight.
Yeah, Future Sight.
Yeah.
Alara, Doom Traveler, Wall of Hope. All right, I don't think there's much I actually want to change here.
Nah, we just gotta do something like that.
Yeah, that actually went well.
Get a couple early threats going.
I'm really happy with Lapse actually putting them back to full turn.
Felt pretty fraudulent. I thought it was a little loose just because we were only attacking with one little... We were mulliganing this hand.
No. A Chaos Draft is just everybody at the table has random packs. This is a horrible hand.
Yeah, pretty straightforward to... Oh my god. Considering who we're fighting, I don't think we can win the game with a hand like this.
Yeah.
Like, we would have to just draw gas.
Okay.
Hey, sins forgiven.
I bottomed that.
Understood. We have 3 lands in hand. Ish. It's the magic of the Keiru. And now, of course, you're a genius.
Yeah, I used our previous evidence from our, other...
Oh my god. We get to do the thing.
So I'm gonna play Swamp because we get to do this, but we get to pay you life and then we get to gain it back.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So we can Crossroads this turn, still have Kinsbale Balloonist next turn with the Plains.
Yeah, or I could Plains leave up Lapse. Try to go in that way.
Yeah, that sounds better. You're probably gonna think something's up.
Yeah.
Pay any life for this.
Pretty obvious that we're holding something, and it's really dumb that it's Lapse of Certainty, but...
Jeez, 2/1 trample evolve. Ugh. What a monster.
Their deck shows that that gets really big really quick, too. Like, they had a lot of creatures around the 4 and 5.
Hey, it's you again.
Sup? I gotta play for you still. Okay, so I can get Balloonist now. Yeah, that seems fine.
Okay. So we know they're going to play the 3/2 next turn. It will evolve their guy. Maybe just go aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
we actually have a bunch of life gain in hand, weirdly.
I could also trade with Krasis here if I want it.
That'll be alright. Considering they're almost certainly going to make it bigger. And, like, unsupportably large pretty soon. Good lord.
We scried one to the bottom. This is...
Yeah, what is with this deck?
Kevin, did you walk into the draft again? Like, what's going on? So I can play a Liege if I draw it. They're off. They probably just kill this with their Deadshot Minotaur. Yep.
Okay. That's probably us out of the game.
Yeah.
But who knows? We could run, like, Liege right into, like, oh, cute.
Whatever. I should have used the...
Yeah, not that it matters that much, but we should use the Crossroads, right?
Uh-huh. I think I want to draw that Death Toucher. The like 3/5
like,
I boarded in.
It'd be pretty good against these jokers. Ugh. That thing again.
Yep.
What? Teamer Rune Mark.
Well, they put it on. Oh, so they do have like a hexproof aura thing going on.
Oh, wow.
Because yeah, this is trample hexproof now.
That's a nightmare.
A little hard to deal with, yes. Okay.
A little late to the party, my dude.
Very late to the party. Needed you ages ago.
Just please counter this. Counter this so we can escape this
Cryptic
match.
me. Lost in the mist. Bounce my Basilica.
Shit. Okay. I accept.
That is cryptic. They crypticed me.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. No, this does not trigger off of itself. It needs to see a spell and play to it.
Oh, man.
That'd be a little nuts if it was also Necrotal.
Yeah.
Alright. The Black Knight.
The Black Knight. We did have time. The whole time. Wouldn't you know it?
Flying is basically taunt. Alright. Round 2. Angel Eyes 007.
I think that in even if we had drawn like fewer total lands, like a reasonable number of lands, I think we still might have lost. And I'm happy about that. Vivid Marsh.
Nice.
Who knows what they are? But this is kind of nice.
Soul Catcher looks pretty good on the hand.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get to play the Grimclaw Bats before. We get to make a play before playing Basilica, so we don't have to like discard to our own self.
Yeah, which is something you kind of want to avoid when you have these bounce lands on the draw. Also, Grimclaw Bat's looking pretty good with how much black mana we got hanging out here.
Okay.
No!
No! Our game plan! You've discovered it. Okay, so what do you think of Double Pump the Bats, play Basilica?
Yeah, because that lets us play Balloonist on 4, or like
Right.
Soul Catcher, or something like that.
Right. I mean, the alternative would be Swamp Bloodflow Connoisseur, and I'm not as happy about that one.
Yeah, 3 colors.
Goodness, the Dark Mirror.
Yeah. Sure.
Necrogen Spell Bomb.
You want me to discard a card? I will discard a card for you. I will discard as many cards as you would like.
Hey, sweet. God. See, now we need our boss. We draw the boss, and this hand is looking dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think we wish to discard our hand, so I think they cast cancel.
Sure, and that burned their other Vivid counter.
Sweet.
So they're off blue now. Which seems to be their main, like, one of their main colors.
Oh my god, so much discard.
Yeah, our opponent is, like, Megrim the deck. Also, I'm never triggering that.
Yeah, not if we can help it. Random discard is something else altogether.
Yeah.
So this is kind of sweet. We get 2 plays.
Yep. So playing this first, then I'm going to combat second. In case, like, I don't know, Sandblast or something like that. You know, like a small deal.
Right.
And then we get our Connoisseur post.
Right. No super surprise. Ooh, what? Why did you sacrifice the land?
Instead of the...
Like an easy sacrifice the creature.
There's a cat right there.
Okay. Dodged a bullet? Shrug?
Sure.
What on earth? I don't think that was a misclick.
Could have been. I feel like sacking, unless they have something else in their hand that means they want the cat, right? Like, do they have
Like in the world where they knew we were going to play a ground creature post combat, that sort of makes some sense, I guess, but
all right.
The Spineless Thug.
White bordered.
He cannot block.
Yeah, Spineless Thug is without spine.
So we can already cast Crawl Swarm. Heck, we can already cast our whole damn deck.
Yeah. I only want to play the swamps for...
Oh, that's true. Like a bigger guy. Yeah, that's fine.
So we attack for 4, 5, 6, draw a swamp and they die.
I think they noticed.
Okay.
They had 5 cards in hand.
What?
Could they really be? Well, they had swamps.
Yeah.
So Restless Bones with the like handing off Swamp Walk might be a thing. We saw one creature with 1 toughness.
It seemed like our opponent's plan had a lot of discard going on, if I was to...
That really looked like it. Really, that just means we have to get a reasonable board going.
Shrug. I don't really like this card anyway.
Crap. Oh, Groon. And still pretty dang Groon worthy, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with it. Oh man, that guy could have been really good.
Yeah, we can gain some life with that card.
Going card negative against the discard deck is kind of bad.
Well, I've got an immediate discard.
This is what we got.
Maybe we'll learn what the hell our opponent's doing. Oh my god. This is just a flying squire.
When you cast a colorless spell, it's +1/+2. Okay. Dang.
Yep.
God, I want our boss to ever do anything. The card is so badass.
I know.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
They did it. They got a trigger. And so he deals 2 damage instead of 1. Do I have to eat my hat about Bloodline Connoisseur here? Because I'm pretty confident that it can be quite good.
It's really underperforming in the deck we currently have built. Oh!
Oh, the Sift! They warned us that Sift would happen.
I'm so happy. Oh my god, it's Sift. Discard Swamp, sure. Sure. Yep. I'm real excited about our opponent playing Sift against us. We talked about the odds of that and how low they are. Yep. They don't need the fixing, but might as well grab it.
Got all the fixing in the world. Hey, we get to crack back. Alright. Alright. Boss is here.
God.
So now we want to draw Orzhov Basilica.
Yeah. I'll take runner planes. God, our opponent's card quality is just non-existent. I will, yeah. So if you perplex this, I'll actually discard my hand. Like, that's not even a question.
This is so much better than anything we have.
Yeah,
okay?
like, every other card in our deck is worse than this, so... Like, sure, I'll discard Crawl Swarm, you got me.
Do we trade with the Thug?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're on the buying time plan, and that kind of does it.
4 cards less than opponent's hand. They can play some... We have at least Sandblast for, like, the big removal. Sure do like Flying Squire.
Oh my god. Come on, Perplexus. Yes.
Any day.
And they're like, wait, what? We can even attack!
Yeah! This thing now has the body it should have.
That also, incidentally, turns off all the rest of their discard.
Yep.
Hey!
Yep. Necrogen's Spell Bomb would still... Are they popping that? Oh, wow, they are... Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Somebody's, Are they in, like, crisis mode already? Like, is this what we left them in?
There's no way. Although, amusingly, they don't have any tapped creatures now.
Cross.
We played it.
Yeah, discard creature card.
Yep. That's the somewhat sad thing about it. So, ship in with the boss. Yeah, they can't beat a 3/4.
Yeah, like, that was crisis mode. They sacked their locket on 7 mana. Like, they are in crisis mode.
I mean, they probably just have a lot of lands, and they're like, okay, well, you know, not doing anything with this.
Yeah, we want to draw, like, Beckon Apparition is really, really good right now. We have a lot of really good draws here.
Oh, God. I think they have better ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we lose.
Sorin, huh?
Wait, really? Plus?
Plusing, you're not minusing to kill my liege for -4?
I thought
you're not going to -4 to kill my liege?
Like -4 to kill the liege. Okay.
Oh no, it's that Sorin card. Oh, we were told.
Oh, we're playing a Sorin theme deck.
We were told our opponent's theme earlier. We just didn't hear it. Okay, give me like a non-land here. Yeah, that's pretty on par.
Not paying attention. I don't think I've ever seen that Sorin card. It's kind of incredible. What is that even from?
So the funny thing is, I really want them to just go into ult. Because then we could just top deck Zealous Persecution.
Right? Oh man, that would be great.
Wouldn't that just be the killer?
Return to Innistrad?
Like, they ult it and then we go,
Come on, get greedy. That's how we win. Is they do something really, really greedy.
Yeah. Zealous Persecution would also have destroyed target creature attached to it.
I think we can cancel that life gain.
Yeah, sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, they don't do this no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
because of, like, double clicking is a thing.
I'm really glad there's a confirmation there. That's not usual. That's very unusual, honestly. Okay, then they're gonna sack their land to draw 2 cards. No!
They tricked us. We were always going to lose our liege. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Wait, why the 4/2?
Why the 4?
What?
You.
Oh my god. They're so confident they can roll us with flying squires that.
The worst part is, like, it's pretty true. They're just gonna
What
roll
are
us
you?
with
We're just gonna draw lands. The 4/2 is fine. It finishes us off faster.
Sack that Courier Hawk, draw 2 cards. Sack that Courier Hawk, draw 2 cards. Okay, fine.
Nah, our opponent's decision making has been fine.
I think the issues exist.
I don't think they're. Oh my god.
The issues with their deck exist at a like, you know, level of like individual card quality, where like Courier Hawk or Devoid.
Yeah, we had to mulligan pretty heavily, and then it didn't matter that much because we gave up our whole hand for the Deathbringer Liege, and where a couple turns running we could have had anything but land as decent draws, and we got land. So
Yeah,
that just happens sometimes.
That's the sidestep on what mold the 5, 4, 5. What did we keep? I don't even remember what we kept.
We kept 5. I'm pretty sure we kept 5.
Okay, we kept a 5.
Like it was a loose looking 5, but we're like, okay, 2 swamps and like one thing to do with them.
Senate Guildmage.
Okay.
Fetid Imp.
Hey, that's actually good.
Okay, this is the first Flying Squire I like. Our opponent just loves Flying Squire. Alright, I believe we lose here. There's 6 power on the board.
Well, can't they just kill us with Sorin alone?
Creature or Planeswalker.
Oh, okay.
Or
We're not a Planeswalker.
I mean, the plus bobs, but we take the damage, though. So, like, we take the...
Oh, wow. 2/1 flying first strike, wow.
Yeah, I would say the only play the play out of them, I think, was a mistake, was when they just didn't sack the cat. Like,
that did seem a little loose. Also, not killing our Deathbringer Liege at the first opportunity seemed a little... Like, they didn't know we were going to draw land. What if we had drawn other cards? That would be very embarrassing for them. What are you thinking?
I'm just looking at, like, maybe Lurching Rot Beast comes back in, because that thing can attack over most everything they've got. Like, maybe you don't actually care about...
Restless Bones isn't all that great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a beefier creature.
Like, and what is Restless Bones blocking out of them, too? Like, what, Flying Squire?
Yeah. Like, nothing. Like a 2/2.
Okay, let's get it.
That seems really expensive.
Oh, I should have. This is fine. Like, I'm cycling the Rot Beast on this hand a bit. I like seeing Interloper.
It's going to draw a land. Like, we know this. Mm-hmm. And then, yep.
Yeah. This is...
It's fine, it's fine. We're doing great.
The curse we took upon ourselves.
Do you want to cycle Marshalling Cry also?
No. I actually like double casting that. God, I just don't care about that Blood Connoisseur.
Look, when we come against the player who has all enchantment-based removal, it'll be great.
Yeah, right now I want, like, something that can clock our opponent.
Well, now they're going to play a Flying Squire, and... Oh, shit.
Womp. Okay.
Oh, Menace can be a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Like this can't block. All right.
Is Kavanaugh muted but in call? Interesting.
God, do I care about this card against this opponent?
Maybe not, honestly. Like their planeswalker killed us. All their creatures are sort of bad. We currently can't block our 3/3.
Yeah. I'm just gonna check the Discord here. Okay.
So after we draw land next turn,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can Basilica, pick up a land, Marshalling Cry, chip in. Because then we basically don't care what we discard. Okay, we didn't draw the land, so that line is out the window. Maybe it isn't.
Honestly, I might just make that line anyway. Like,
Yeah, like
marshalling.
how do you right?
Perplex this. I'm not gonna.
Like that would be kind of sweet. Sure. Nah. So that changes our attacks, and that's fine.
Yep. It just means Direfleet Interloper comes in.
Spineless Thug can't block, and it didn't attack, so we clearly did something more. Right?
Yep. Honestly, I might trade with it. Maybe.
Just because Black Cat is such a pain.
It's an annoyance for sure. Crawl Swarm's gonna be really good in this match. Actually, no, I don't want to trade. Our opponent has that Edict creature. I never want to leave myself with just one creature.
Right.
Just take the two. It's irrelevant.
Let some life gain in our deck. It's fine.
Yeah, let him Edict the blade. Okay. I'm sorry. Whoa! Okay, big guns. Or like our opponent's discard. It's like, oh yeah, Perplex and Black Cat, and then oh hi,
nope.
Here's the
straight up him,
and then pull out the pistol and shoot you in the head. Like,
right.
Holy shit!
Well, cool, I guess.
Cool.
A lot closer to Black Cat not being relevant. Yo.
Yep. Crawl Swarm or Unicorn?
So, Unicorn kind of trades with their Fetid Imp, but gives us an extra attack. Next turn we can play Crawl Swarm if we play the Unicorn this turn.
Yeah, or the
discarding
other
our.
well.
Yeah. I think I like. Well, no, because the Fetid Imp blocks that also.
Well, they don't have black up right now, so.
Well, right, but by the time Crawl Swarm is attacking,
I just mean for this attack, we can.
Oh.
We can safely.
All right, let's do that first.
And then maybe the random discard chooses for us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Please double block.
I really doubt they're going to do that.
Okay.
So I'm fine with chipping in like this. Yeah, let's go for Unicorn. I think that makes the Blade of the Sixth Pride attack.
Yeah, and I like being able to attack with the Blade of the Sixth Pride. We also do have the Marshalling Cry in the yard, so that's we can't forget about that. I'm glad this is tapped land on 6. That means it's not Sorin.
Ostracize?
Wow. Again, they're a discard deck. Like, they are super in on this theme.
Man.
So I guess they get rid of our Crawl Swarm and then we pick it back up. I don't know.
We like trade the Blood Flow Connoisseur for it.
Yeah, like I don't really. So this just makes us pay 3 mana. Like, a bit of an annoyance, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. And again, like we might not even do that just to turn off Black Cat again.
Oh, Nelly.
Okay.
That turns off Fetid too.
Want to play Bloodfoot Connoisseur?
Yeah. I don't want to, but I will.
I mean, we would end up discarding it anyway. Is the reason.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So this is us trying to lure out the Fetid Imp activation. I could do this pre to get the Black Cat to not be able to block, but that's not the point of this attack. The point of this attack is to get Fetid Imp to block on this and then try to Death Touch it. And then it has no power and dies.
They even only have one card left.
Yeah.
So, like, they've already played their Perplex.
So...
Okay.
We let them go to activation, and then...
Behold.
Zealot... I told you the power of this card earlier, but, Alright, let me discard a card at random.
Yep.
Done. Fetid Imp has Death Touch. Done. They take...
10.
That +1/+1's our team. And, alright, so here's the point where it's extremely important that we get control Blood Flow Connoisseur. One of the best plays they can make would be like Sorin minus...
Sorin, yep. And then we can sack the creature that they minus on.
Yes.
It's good, I swear.
I
Maybe not, like, good, but, like, functional.
Yeah.
It fills a role.
My problem with Blood Flow Connoisseur is actually its starting body. I basically want Nantuko Husk's starting body so much. Hey, Spinal Thug. Can't block.
Yeah, he can't block.
So he's coming in.
This attack does not surprise me at all.
Weird.
He cannot block.
Cannot block.
It's the Vampire Interloper problem. Vampire Interloper cannot block.
Alright, give me Sorin. Slam it down.
No way.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm Oh my god! Again, so our opponent is a player with
Woo!
Our opponent is a player with some very singularly they drew into the Sorin.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh. Our opponent is a player with some singularly very powerful cards. Again, the Sorin, the Hymn, things like that are incredibly powerful that you can win games off of. And then, like, they sadly have a lot of these, like, too many filler cards. Like, Spineless Thug being the biggest of them.
They really are trying to, like, disrupt, and then squeeze it over the line with, like, a couple chip attacks with flyers, and then maybe they draw one of their big, powerful things.
Yeah. Which,
like, again, you can't just discard your opponent into losing. You do have to kill them also.
Right. Yeah, so Hymn to Turok, and Hymn to Turok makes a lot of sense for what we saw of their deck beforehand, where it's like, discard effect, discard effect, discard effect, the spell bomb, things like that, where it's like, okay, they really are going in on this plan of disrupting you by making sure you just can't make plays, but...
And not only that, like, I do appreciate the design of their deck for having all the draw spells that they have. Like the Azorius what have you.
Oh, yes.
Like, that was also a pretty crucial part, because they recognized, okay, like, I have 3 good cards in my deck. Let me get to them as quickly as I can.
Find them. Yep, so... Alright, final match of the night. Again, I'm just doing the 2 drafts tonight.
I mean, we've had a blast already.
Oh, yeah.
Zealous Persecution.
So, Zealous Persecution was a format-defining card on printing. I don't know how many people are familiar with like, the format that Alara Reborn brought in. There was a lot of Cascade, yes. People remember the Cascade. People remember Bloodbraid Elf and what that did to a format. But Zealous Persecution, one of the best decks at the time, was Black-White Tokens. It was a deck that played Elspeth. It was a deck that played Bitter Blossom. It was a deck that played a lot of these really, really, really strong token generators and Anthem effects. And then Zealous Persecution came around. And it was just incredible. I'm
leaning toward keep. Deathbringer Liege is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And we at least have Blade to chip in early.
Yep. Rorudo.
This runs the risk of drawing 3 lands in a row or something, but I'm willing to take it.
Yeah, but yeah,
No cowardice.
So the power of Zealous Persecution, because of Bitter Blossom really specifically, just cannot be understated how very powerful that card was on release. Obviously, a lot of the Jund decks were things that people remember, like very soon after that Jace the Mind Sculptor got printed. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, like Broodmate Dragon was kicking around.
Yeah, but like, Bitter Blossom is such a good card. Like,
the wild part about Zealous Persecution is it was like token and anti-token.
That was, yes, that was why it was as main deckable as it was. All right, Weirdo. Yep, that's pretty normal.
Okay, that's land number 1.
It's pretty normal.
I hate to do it to you, but
so here's the thing that gets me with this. Like, we have all these land draws where we're being fairly flooded above average, and like that happens. It's Magic the Gathering. I haven't got to draw dead. Like, we have like 9 lands on average, and I can't cast Fireball for 10. like, come on.
We'll get there.
Come on. Fireball for 10. Like, it's right there.
Okay, and then Grizzly Bear.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Reach.
I love this card.
Whoa.
This was, way back in the day, this was my replacement for Tarmogoyf. In constructed decks, I played this over Tarmogoyfs because I didn't have them.
Hey, a spell. That's nice.
Removal too, especially against like
broke the curse. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Reach Death Touch means this thing trades with anything. It being an elf was very notable back then because Lorwyn was one of the newer sets.
Omen Speaker.
Sure. Yeah, we got the Blasters. This is a good removal spell for white. 5 damage is enough to basically take down anything that moves. Even
I don't like it as much as Destroy, but
right,
it does a job.
It's not O-Ring. It's not. I like it best for being able to catch combat tricks. Right?
What's it called? Rebuke. Or is Rebuke just attacking? I always forget.
Rebuke I think is just attacking. Okay, they are making a. Where's the log? Show game log, please. Put 2 cards on the bottom. All right, hunting.
Yeah, Rebuke is only attacking. Okay.
Speaking of attacking. Alright, there's 2 of our 3 lands. That's good.
We're doing great. Didn't want to trade for Omen Speaker, huh?
Yar! Yar har! Yar. It's like a sift. You only want one of those in your deck.
Right.
Alright, then that's 3.
That's land number 3. There you go.
Alright, we're done.
We drew a Sandblast in the middle of there somehow.
Yeah. Also, our opponent isn't being aggressive at us for no reason, so I'm pretty glad about that.
That's cool.
Like, cool. We have 6 cards in hand, and it's like...
They're waiting to counter our Deathbringer Liege and make us cry. Simic Cluestone.
Okay. Gruul Turf. Oh, I like it. I'm really into what our opponent's doing right now.
I think what they're doing is casting one gigantic monster that kills us. Maybe it will die to Sandblast.
Maybe it'll die to Deathbringer Leash. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get to use this card for its intended effect.
Maybe everyone gets pizza tonight, and there's magical toads.
Perhaps. There's a chance, is what I'm saying.
Mountains of soup ahead of us. Just any food that you could ever want.
That is a black card.
It is at that, isn't it?
Alright. Please let this resolve.
Don't have, like, remove soul. That would be lame.
Counter unless you pay 4. Okay.
Oh my god, convolute us?
Yeah, I wanted to... If I was going to get countered, I wanted them to sack that treasure and convolute us. Like, make it the dumbest thing in the world. Okay, obviously we couldn't attack because, you know, they still have the
Yeah,
treasure.
that's fine. But now, we're definitely holding their Omen Speaker back with our Blade of the Sixth Pride.
This spell can't be countered. Trample. Give me a white creature of 3 CMC or less, please.
Hmm.
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 Okay.
Does it have hexproof?
It does not. This is a.
Okay. I was about to say, feed them the Blade of the Sixth Pride, sandblast their guy to like 2 for 1, then tap something else, play Bloodflow Connoisseur to kill it.
Kill off the
Yep.
Stormwield Archer, yeah.
Right. Or we could just take a gigantic lump.
I'm okay trying this.
I mean, I clearly don't like this line quite as much because now they have a bunch of untapped mana and are dealing damage to us. But,
The thing I,
you know, it's
the thing I
like
do
there's
like,
no like we guarantee that we can block it. There's no guarantee that they wouldn't just
shit! Holy shit! You got it, boss!
Okay. It's fine. We might draw a black creature, like a small black creature, and still get both of them. It's fine. Ouch.
So one of the questions that was asked earlier during this, before the draft started, was, is there power in this draft?
Yes. There is randomly significant power.
There's some pretty power cards that exist.
Beneath the Sands? What the hell is that?
Rampant growth with cycling.
Oh, okay. Why do they keep printing worse rampant growth? That's weird. Bonkers!
Butt up. Alright, blood flow. Get this out of here.
Death! Yes, I would like to use that ability to kill their giant murder monster.
So the reason that has to be worded the way it has to be worded as a May, because otherwise you would blow up your own things. And then it has to be worded as this weird targeting, because they want it to work with ability 1. So it can target a untapped creature, but it will only destroy it if it is tapped. How do I feel about attacking? Do I even care about killing this, or do I want to literally hold Terminate?
I think holding Terminate is good. And we should attack with our 3/4.
Yeah, I think we just hold Terminate, and I don't really care about this with the Mo.
Yeah. It is worth noting that Beckon Apparition creates a 3/3.
Yes.
So, just in case.
Yeah, we can do some really, really rude shit here. This is the Clue Stone, right? Okay, so draw 1 card. That's not like that's not the draw 2.
Maybe lockets are incredible.
Lockets are unreasonable.
Strategic planning. What?
So this was a reprint in Amonkhet block that was from like Portal. It was a kind of a pretty expensive card from Portal because
you can see that. Hey, maybe they have graveyard interaction because they're doing all this, and we can actually like super nug them with Beckon Apparition. Or they make a 2/5.
It's a crab. It's the Wisconsin crab.
The Wisconsin crab is here.
Yeah, I'm fine with the Wisconsin crab. Sure, you get it. Nope, still holding Terminate then.
We could play that and tap their Death Toucher. And then
Honestly, I kind of want it on board.
Well, yeah, but, you know.
Because I think this means I can attack with Bloodflow Connoisseur.
Pretty sure we can attack with both.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can't possibly, like... If they had a pump spell, we can respond with Terminate, so...
Yeah. No, we're covered. Let's chip them down.
So the reason I want to attack with Bloodflow Connoisseur is I want to get them to, like, get Omen Speaker to block there and then sack the Doom Traveler and kill Omen Speaker or whatnot. Really?
So they're just, what, feeding us Omen Speaker?
They must have a trick here. I'm gonna see what it is. Sack the treasure for white. Maybe they don't care what color the treasure is. Maybe it's just a pump spell. Whatever, we terminate whatever they target. Hopefully they target their 2/5.
Feral Instinct.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So I kill the Omen Speaker so they don't draw the card.
Correct.
Well, let's remove that Terra Stomper from the game.
Oh dear.
Don't like that minigame.
That was a fun mini game. We get to see if we do it right. Yeah.
Okay. So they don't get to draw the Feral Instinct card.
Yeah, Feral Instinct should just leave the stack because it only has one target, and that target is invalid.
I'm gonna use this and eat Doom Traveler.
Sure, that sounds fun. Flying is better than not flying.
And it gets in for 3 on this hit.
And hey, we could draw Zealous Persecution next turn and win the freaking game.
Indeed. Not only would it kill this with a minus, it would again be terminated.
Like, just straight kill some creature. They should probably be terrified of attacking at this point.
Yeah, until they killed the Liege.
Whoa.
Okay, you're just mana. Whatever. That's cool. That's good.
It comes with 2/2 Vigilance with mana, yeah.
Yeah, double tap. That's a good one. So, Zealous Persecution up top, please. 1 in 25 chance.
That would really be bananas.
We get the 4%. It's pretty good. I'll take that. That is spending one of my Assassinates.
It's true.
But, like, that's a menace threat, and that's a pretty big menace threat. So...
Well, if you wanted, you could hold on to it and just attack with flyers.
Sure.
Because, like, I mean, if they trade Thorn-Wheeled Archer for one of our tokens, that's probably not a big deal. Because it's also the thing that's holding off our much bigger things.
I have no care about this werewolf flipping. That does not matter to me in the slightest, because it's like, look, oh no, they get double mana, and they're like literally 10 mana.
Right, and if they tap it for mana, we get to kill it.
Yeah,
with our...
which, yeah, so please tap it for mana. Really?
I mean, Thorn-Wheeled Archer is too important.
Very intrigued by that. Alright, crack your clue stone, because you got way too much mana.
Okay.
I want to see what their big thing is. Like, clearly, we already saw one of them. We saw the Terra Stomper over here.
No, don't worry about it. This just means we're closer to double spelling to flip it back.
Yes, of course.
See?
What sort of big, gnarly thing? Like, again, they would have to cast a big, gnarly thing that we can't beat in, like, either...
What a sad werewolf.
It's a pretty strong one, in the sense that, like, if you play it on 2 and then it does flip... Like, that is really,
I guess then you get to attack for 2 and then play, like, a 4-cost thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm just used to Innistrad werewolves where they're all bonkers. They're like, 3 mana 2/3 that becomes a 4/6. Whee! They're just off to the dang races.
Yep, this has Vigilance. Interesting to put that in combat, seeing as I'm just going to block it with my Bloodflow Connoisseur.
Yeah, what's the plan here? We're gonna pump it?
Morbid?
Another Feral Instinct?
If they have a pump spell, I'm fine with them spending it to, like, win this fight, rather than, like, Thorn-Wheeled Archer or something like that.
Maybe they also didn't realize that
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's tapped. Good. And they're gonna Wild Size or something. Wild Size is the worst. Oh. That's a really good. That's a really good direction. I like that one too.
All right, well, guess what? Deathbringer Liege and then mana to cast a couple things is enough to win the game, it turns out.
Weird.
Wow. So I'm glad that finally happened.
Thanks. Literally terminate. Like, we literally made Beckon Apparition into, like, 1 mana, make a 3/3 terminate. Which is the original, like, these 2 cards are printed in the same set originally. And that's, like, what you ever wanted Beckon Apparition to do, was, like...
We found the synergy just across sets, and thanks to a robust reprint policy. We haven't killed anyone with debt to the deathless yet, so
Yep.
maybe we're overdue.
All right, let's... I don't think there's any changes. I did take a look through those cards. Nothing really...
Yeah, nothing. Ooh. We did see Thornfield Archer.
And if they, like... So
we saw their, like, werewolf.
Yeah. So, again, this card was very powerful in this area because... Okay, well, we're not playing that for a while. Because there's a lot of 1 toughness creatures just in existence.
There seem to be a lot of 1 toughness creatures in forever.
Yeah.
Like, it just happened that way. Okay, go 2. So we did see mana drain out of them.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Don't forget mana drain.
A Tarka Monument. Okay.
Alright, crawl swarm. I got a job for you in 12 turns. Okay, I kind of want to draw like a playable thing.
It's a playable thing. Look.
I really need to.
Look, that card was fine.
I need to qualify that sentence a little better. I guess.
Hey, what if it was just a generic 3/2?
Damn. Right, I forgot about this really good Mistraven. Do you remember this really good Mistraven?
That's a pretty good one.
Okay.
So we could Crossroads Connoisseur, we could Swamp Direfleet Interloper.
I kind of like Crossroads Connoisseur because that leaves like Swamp Crawl Swarm if I really need the flying blocker for this or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That would be a trick if they managed to get like 2 mana, including a red next turn.
Well, not next turn, but the turn after.
Right. The turn we have Crawl Swarm. Yeah, that's good.
I guess I can also just Sandblast this dumb thing too, so that's not really a huge problem.
Sandblast your Mana Rock. Now it's etched with what I say it's etched with.
Blast it! The debt's in the main. We milled it once, remember?
Right. No, it's never in our hand. It's in the deck or it's in the graveyard.
Yep.
It just goes between those zones.
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is actually sweet if they hold back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try combat next turn if they hold back. How defensive are you?
You know you want to hold back. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing a spell, so Scorn Villager is not flipping, but... just play the Crawl Swarm, then?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
They might mana drain it and get 5 mana.
Oh, freaking hell, I don't want that. And then they cast, like, Kozilek or some jar. Hey, what's going on?
Oh my god.
They can do it. They got, like, 8 mana right now. Hey, that's a card we haven't seen. Wow, a discard outlet for all the mana we draw. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Wanna give me the werewolf? No. Okay. Guess what? I did have a spell. Surprise.
Monitoring this. Okay. It's fine.
Right, neat. So they're a creature. That's a 2/2, right?
The Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It is either Mist Raven or like a 3/3 flyer if there's nothing on board. They have
I
a
beg your
Convoke?
pardon?
Like, the only way they can legally make that play is if one of the cards in their hand has Convoke. Wait a minute.
So the question is, what do they have?
Yeah, what
Convoke, right?
Yeah, what the hell? Also, 8 mana right now. They could Chord for 6, which could get them Terra Stomper. They could have a Siege Worm or something? I don't know. Am I okay trading these? I don't know, I kind of want to crack back. Like, what if I just attack back for 4? Like...
Yeah, that seems better. Like, we just gained life. We can gain life again.
Yeah, we can keep doing that, so
They have a
really
harder
an
time of
issue.
things. Oop. Oh, Kavu Primarch.
So that's a 7/7. Sure. A bit of a pain to deal with.
Right, we kind of have to, like, 2-for-1 ourselves.
I think it's like Zealous Persecution plus Sandblast, and then getting it in combat still. Like, that's super annoying.
I mean, that doesn't exactly do it.
No, it would mean we would have to block with Blood Flow Connoisseur to kill it as well.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about more like Merciless Element, Merciless Eternal or something.
How about we play Eternal, play Basilica, pass, leave up Sandblast plus Eternal?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I have to play my Swamp, actually, for that.
Oh, I see.
But that's still worth doing.
Ugh. But hey, maybe we get lucky and we draw our Death Liege and we don't have to worry about these bad plays where we like 2-for-1 ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to Sandblast this time before getting into combat in case this card does not resolve. Right. Like now, if they have a counterspell, I just go like, cool.
All right, time to get owned by Feral Instinct.
Yeah. Give me +1/+1. Draw a card very slowly. Here it comes.
Oh my god, I didn't mean it. Sacrifice it? This sucks, but at least they don't draw a card?
Yeah, we get a card out of them. Might be able to use, like... Still might be able to just kill them, like, combat-wise here. Play a 1 toughness blocker, please. I don't like draw. Oh, dang, that lets them activate their Artarka Monument.
That's a little icky.
Okay. What am I looking for? +1/+1 Vigilance? Or
Leech.
we have Persecution in hand.
So this means you could like... Oh, they didn't even wanna!
Just a flat concession to the card.
Bam!
Oh,
Concede to the boss!
bam!
Oh! That is right. Now, if you were paying attention, I called that several minutes ago when I said it's time to draw the boss.
There's the boss. Holy crap. They just didn't want any of it from that point on. They're like, well, we lose.
They're like, nope. Their hand is full of like black-white cards. They saw the one open mana.
And it's gonna be the 3/3.
They saw the one open mana, and they're like, oh, I'm not doing that again.
I ain't falling for it.
Oh man.
So thank you, Deathbringer Liege, for actually getting you finally pulled off some victories in the end, which is
Holy crap.
all we can ask from you is to show up and opponents just leave. Like they just have to visit the concession stand. It's been a while.
They see him and they get hungry for the hot dogs.
Yep. All right. Well, that ruled. This was
we had a long dry spell of drawing like a lot of lands.
I feel quite good about a 2-1 finish on that. Did we ever get to cast the big old fireball? We never drew the big old fireball. We never drew Death to the Deathless.
Never drew it in all our games. It got milled out once.
Hell, we never drew Thran Dynamo.
Okay.
I mean, that's
like
fine too.
We boarded out Thran Dynamo once, but we didn't board out Death to the Deathless. Damn.
That is a hard. That is
Death to the Deathless.
They knew when they made that card name that was impossible to say, right? Like
Death to the Deathless. Death to the Deathless. Death to the Deathless. No. You jerks. Why would you name a card this?
Well, at least they didn't actually name a card in the set Death to the Deathless to go with it.
Oh my god. They should have done that this time around in Ravnica Allegiance.
Ooh.
Just for when you're like naming cards that your opponent can't cast. And you like click around and they're like, oh, I think that's the one. And then it's like, no!
Damn!
Cabal Therapy naming Death to the
Dang it.
Shit.
Alright. Well, that was great. I am very happy with Chaos. I hope you all got to enjoy Chaos with us.
I feel like I learned a lot. Most of the lessons are cards are terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Almost everything is bad.
Everyone's cards
are... A lot of creatures have 1 health.
Way more than you expect.
Yeah.
Fire ants.
Fire ants was good. Like, I know how that person won, right? Like, they had fire ants and Terra's Shambler or whatever it was.
Yep. So, yeah. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, Kaz, for joining on this journey.
I had a blast.
I'm glad for it. Thank you to Numbitten also, who was around for the first draft and had to take off. Thank you very much. If you want to catch more of this or any of the other things I end up doing, playing through Vesperia or all sorts of other odds and ends, you can always follow, see when I go live. It's generally like mid-afternoon on weekends and 7 Central on weekdays. You can also subscribe for the Cool Skull, like Specker has. Thank you very much for the sub. You get the Cool Skull, you get the slime. And thank you for the 69 bits, Kevin. Very nice. But yeah, thank you very much. There's going to be a new emote soon. Please look forward to new emote. It will be... I want my emotes to be just as meaningful as like the skull. Like, I want them to have some sort of use or meaning behind them. So the second one does have that idea. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.